Hello and welcome to week 9. I can't believe it, guys. We're here in week 9. And I love the topic that I'm going to talk about today, which is sleep, because seems like it wouldn't be related to nutrition. At the same time, it's totally related to nutrition. And as I'm talking about sleep, you're going to probably start to think like, yes, and yes. So I'm going to dive into it. And keep in mind that your recipes are available to you. The culinary video will be dropping tomorrow. And be thinking about this sleep topic throughout the week and how you can improve your sleep and your sleep routine. And another thing that we are in the middle of is a walking challenge. So keep up the good work with your walking or running or whatever you're doing that's helping increase your activity level. Make sure that you are filling out your feedback form for yourself and for the course. So the feedback form for you is what worked, what didn't work, and what is next. That really helps to leave the shame, blame, and guilt behind you. And that way we can move forward with what's next. I am so excited for this topic because sleep, just by fixing some of these little things, can help so much in how you feel and the foods that you choose. So let's dive into sleep. So physical health, of course, it helps with physically essential for your body's movement and regeneration of tissues, helps with our immune system, helps with metabolism and weight, and helps with our heart health. Mentally and physically, it helps with cognitive function. I know that I don't know if you've ever had a night where you didn't sleep well and the next day you needed to perform and it wasn't there. And that's because sleep wasn't there. Long-term health outcomes, so chronic health conditions like diabetes and heart disease are linked to poor sleep. Lifespan is linked to poor sleep as well. Daily functioning. So alertness and safety, needing good sleep in order to be alert, depending on if you're running vehicles or if you're just needing to be awake and alert is super important. Performance and productivity. So how are you performing at work can be related to how you're sleeping at night. So now we're going to talk about sleep habits for better rest. Regular sleep schedule is so important. So keeping a sleep schedule consistent on when you're going to bed, when you're waking up, it helps with your heart and improves the sleep quality. It benefits your mental health. So tips for consistency is set a fixed wake up time and go to bed time, even on the weekends. Create a pre-sleep rituals. We're going to talk about those and adjust your schedules to gradually fit your needs. So maybe going to bed 5 minutes earlier, waking up 5 minutes earlier, those things can make a big difference. So creating a bedtime routine and activities to promote relaxation. So some relaxation techniques, so deep breathing, meditation, yoga. You can read before you go to bed, warm bath or a warm shower, and limiting the amount of strenuous activity before you go to bed because that can stimulate to keep you awake longer. Create an environment for a comfortable bedroom. So the temperature, the lighting, the noise. Do you have a TV in your bedroom? Do you have a phone available to you? Comfortable bedding, a clutter-free space will support you. Of course, the next big elephant in the room is electronics. So blue light exposure devices like phones and tablets can interfere with your melatonin production and disrupt your sleep cycles. It's proven information. Mental stimulation, of course, these devices, if you've had them before you go to bed and then have a hard time sleeping, you know what I'm talking about. These things get to be put away 30 minutes to an hour before you go to bed so you get a good sleep. So, of course, the recommendations, I just gave you one of them. Putting it on night mode so it doesn't, so that reduces the blue light exposure. Maybe you're placing your phone in a different place in your bedroom. So it may help with getting up if your phone's the alarm, and also help you from checking it if you're in bed reading or doing different other things in bed. Creating boundaries for your devices. And this can go for you and your whole family. So there's something that you can do that will support your whole family. So these will all improve the quality of sleep that you and your family have. Next is sleep hygiene. What is sleep hygiene? Sleep hygiene refers to the set of habits and practices that are conducive to getting a good night's sleep. So one, limiting caffeine and alcohol intake, especially in the evening. Caffeine is a stimulant, and alcohol can affect how you are sleeping, your quality of sleep at night. Physical activity, timing, is it a relaxing physical activity or is there a high engaged physical activity? Tips for improving sleep hygiene, stress management techniques, like we mentioned, the yoga, the meditation, the breathing exercises. In the handout, it lists more information, so you can check that out. Napping, if you're a napper, don't nap more than 15 to 20 minutes because that can disrupt your sleep for going to sleep at night. So next, we're going to talk about nutrition for better sleep. So diet 100% affects sleep, and sleep 100 affects diet. If you've ever had a poor night's sleep, have you ever next day woke up or during that day had more cravings? Maybe you didn't notice, but maybe that's something that you can step into and notice in the future. So of course, different foods are going to act different in our body, but here are some foods that promote sleep. Tryptophan-rich foods like turkey and chicken, you probably heard of that before. Complex carbohydrates like whole grains and beans. It's almost like we're making our plate right now, and it's going to support us to sleep at night. So if you remember back to the My Plate, and you remember back to like the meal planning and what we're having for our meals, this 100% goes side by side to each other. For having a healthy meal, we're going to sleep healthy too. Magnesium-rich foods like spinach and kale and almonds and walnuts. Foods containing melatonin like grapes, walnuts, and flax seeds. Some foods to avoid before sleeping, and you probably know what they are. Heavy or spicy meals, of course, indigestion, feeling heavy, hard to sleep. High sugar foods, or the sugar's gonna disrupt your sleep at night. Caffeine and alcohol, we talked about those being a stimulant or disturbing your sleep. Timing of meals is important. Eating closer to bedtime can cause just your body's not digested everything very well. So it's not really related to the amount of calories. It's related to your food just being able to settle well in your stomach and for you to be able to get some good sleep. So lighter meals in the evening, especially if you tend to have a later meal, making it lighter, maybe making your lunch meal heavier. Bedtime snacks, if you're gestational diabetic or diabetic, and you need to have that snack before bed, or maybe you had an earlier dinner and you want a light snack, picking things like nuts, maybe string cheese, a couple crackers, really light amounts of food. There are a few supplements that can support your sleep, and a couple of them are melatonin and magnesium. And in the handout, there's a couple more that you can read into even deeper as well. So to conclude, we talked about understanding sleep, sleeping habits for better rest, our sleep hygiene. What are we doing before bed that is going to set us up for the best sleep that we can have? Nutrition for better sleep, knowing that sleep affects nutrition and nutrition affects sleep. Very important. And then the different supplements that you can use. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Make sure that you fill out your feedback form and be thinking about this topic of sleep and your own sleep hygiene this week. And I'm excited to see your posts in the Facebook group. Have an amazing day.